Hello friends! Today I am here making good on my goals for this year and I am doing a wrap up. So I read a lot of manga in the month of January, more than I think I normally do. I kind of went on like a binge one day and read a bunch. I mean, it's not like a lot, but I feel like it's a lot for me. I read a total of 12 volumes of manga this month. 2 of them were digital and the rest were physical. And these are all things that I had like bought earlier and like wanted to finish up, so I'm doing pretty good on my goals for the first month of the year. So let's get into it. The first volume of digital manga that I read is called Heroine For Hire and it was volume 1, and this is by Fuyu Amakuna. It's by Kodansha and it is a digital title, obviously. So this one is about a girl who's like a former like judo prodigy, or like really girl who was really good at judo, and then going to high school she wants to kind of reinvent herself and not really be known as like the judo girl. She wants to be a little more feminine and kind of have a classic high school experience. This doesn't go according to plan when she gets caught up in some drama between like a guy in her class and another girl. She ends up becoming this guy's bodyguard, and in exchange he promised to give her like a classic high school experience when it comes to like boys and relationships and stuff like that. I thought this manga was pretty cute. I liked the judo aspect of it, or the martial arts aspect of it. I am a martial artist myself, so I like it when I see that sort of thing kind of like woven into the plot, that little extra bit of spice in the series. I'm not sure how many volumes this has because I feel like the characters are like catching feelings really quickly. I feel like they did it like in the first volume, they kind of caught feelings really quickly, so I feel like this might be a shorter series. I don't know, I haven't looked up how many volumes this was have. But yeah, I really liked it. I don't think this is gonna be one that I'm gonna be jumping towards like for the next release or like racing to get it, but it is something I'm definitely interested in continuing on with kind of casually. The next digital manga that I read was Blue Flag by Kaito, and this was volume 5, and I read this on the Shonen Jump app. It's one of their like free to read series, so they will update it, I guess, with volumes. I'm not sure if they upload it before or after the physical volume is published, but I do know they release the volumes like in stages, so it's not all available yet. If I have commented on your videos where you've talked about Blue Flag, I've probably mentioned how I don't talk about this series ever, and I love Blue Flag so much. Blue Flag is actually considered a shonen series, but it has a lot of kind of the same beats as a shoujo series. It's about 4 teenagers who kind of grow closer and are coming to terms with who they are in terms of like personality, who they want to be, what they want to be, and like also in terms of like dating and sexuality, that sort of thing. So really good. It's very emotional and just I love it so much. Volume 5 seemed like it was sort of the racing down towards the end. There are only, I think, 8 volumes, so I've got 3 more left. A lot of really big things happened in this volume. Some characters started to date. You find more clues about how people feel, and a lot of people came to realizations about who and what they want to be. This series is so special. I really feel like everybody should read Blue Flag, and I feel bad that I haven't been talking about it this whole like year that I've been reading it, but really definitely if you want like kind of a raw emotional story about becoming who you want to be or realizing who you are, then definitely pick up Blue Flag because it is so good. First up, I read volumes 1 through 3 of Love Me Love Me Not by Io Sakisaka. Io Sakisaka, of course, is the legendary author from Aoharu Ride and Strobe Edge. This is, I guess, her newer series. So in the beginning of it, I was like, oh, this is gonna be like a great kind of like almost love square. You know, you got 2 girls who are kind of have opposite feelings on love. One is a little more casual about love and relationships and how she approaches like boys. She kind of seems to be just dating casually or dating for fun, and the other girl is very serious about it. She reads a lot of shoujo manga, so she has a lot of really idealized feelings about love and relationships, so she's kind of waiting for like that one prince to come and sweep her off of her feet. Despite these differences of opinion on relationships and love, the two become fast friends and high school happens. Have the childhood friend of the girl who idealizes love. I can't remember their names right now. What are they? Yuna is the shoujo manga reader and Akari is the kind of like casual dater. Yuna has a childhood friend who is super cute but she never wants to date, and Akari has a brother who Yuna seems to be interested in. Let's kind of go from there. There is a thing at the end of volume 1 that I'm a little bit like on. It's kind of not a trope that I super love, but I feel like it's gonna go in a direction that I don't want to say I approve of, but it seems to be going in a direction that is not the way I don't like. I do like the kind of like dueling aspects of these two best friends' personalities and their approaches to love. I feel like a lot of shoujo manga is like kind of on Yuna's side, of course, where it's very idealized. So having another character in there who has a more casual relationship with relationships is really nice, and I'm excited to see where this series goes. I know I'm very far behind on it and I need to catch up, but I think I'm gonna finish Our Haru Ride first before I finish any more of this, but yes. Next up, I read volumes 1 through 3 of The Golden Sheep, and this is by Kaori Ozaki. So this is a 3-volume series. This is it. So it is a short series, and I was not prepared. The Golden Sheep is about this girl right here named Sugu. She is friends with 3 other kids in her childhood. She moves away and then she moves back to her town and is very excited to be all friends again, but what she doesn't realize is that everyone has kind of changed and grown apart. She tries to bring their friends group together, but slowly she realizes that things are not as good as they once were. This is a incredibly emotional series. I was not ready for, I knew going in that this was going to be emotional, but I was like not ready for it when I first started. Do want to put trigger warnings in for suicide. I feel like the first bit of it deals with a suicide attempt. There's also some severe bullying in this, so please be careful if you want to pick it up, and those are things that you do not like to read about because they are very prominent. But The Golden Sheep is a beautiful story about friendship and how people change. It's a very raw and emotional story, and I really enjoyed it. I did feel like crying through parts of it. I felt really bad for some of the characters and what they were going through. So yeah, very like highly recommend The Golden Sheep. Just thinking about the end of this really like chokes me up a little bit. It's really about the importance of friendship and how even though things can change, you can really become friends again, and how much, like, I'm gonna cry thinking about this, talking about this, how the friends that you have made, especially like when you were younger, that are really were really important to you at one time, they're always gonna be part of you. Wow, why am I crying? But it's just how, like, your friends become part of you, like those really good friends. And as I was getting emotional about that, my camera died. So basically what I was saying was, the series is a lot about how the friends that you make when you're younger, or friends that are really important to you, kind of always stick with you. And that was a really special moving message, especially since I miss my friends so much. I have not seen my friends in over a year and I'm very upset. Anything that like remotely has to do with like friendship right now is like ripping me apart because I just miss my friends so much. And then next up, I went on a bit of a binge. So I read volumes 8 through 11 of Snow White with the Red Hair. If you watched the Snow White with the Red Hair anime and you want to get into the manga to kind of continue the story, because there is much more story past the anime, then you want to pick it up at volume 8. There's a few things like later, like maybe in volume, I don't know, 9, that have to that are things that happen in the anime, but there are parts in between that are not in the anime. So picking up from volume 8 is a good place to go. We all know I love the series a lot. It is like, it heals my heart. It is, and I am just loving every second of this. We get to travel in these 4 volumes. I can't remember the order, but we get to travel to a different city, like a different environment. We meet a bunch of new characters that are really great and wish we had the anime for. We see like Shirayuki really taking charge. Shirayuki and Zen's relationship kind of evolves. Zen is a little bit more confident, stands up to his brother a little bit more. We get some really nice background on Kiki and Mitsuhide and kind of how they met and the start of their like relationship with Zen, and it's so good. I love it so much. So yeah, I am eagerly waiting the next volume. This is just like a really chill, cute romance manga that I just continue to love all of the time. And I read 4 volumes of it like pretty much in a row, and now I need volume 12 and it doesn't come out yet. I don't remember when it comes out, but yeah, this just perfection. Love it to death. And that is everything that I read in January. Next month I think I'm going to focus on Tokyo Babylon by Clamp and probably finishing up the next few volumes of Fruits Basket if I can get to it. Let me know in the comments what you have read recently. Have you read any of these? Anything new, cool that you've read recently that you want to talk about? That'd be great. Let me know. If you made it to the end of this video, then please in the comments put a sheep emoji for the golden sheep. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more manga goodness from me. That is all I've got for you guys today. I'm Christy Lou. Till next time, matane!